What's up, y'all? It's your boy ROCKINMRMAGIC, throwing out another video for you here on Jeek Nation. So, today, we're bringing you a hot topic. You may have seen Shannon Sharpe recently on Undisputed talking about this whole Jordan LeBron thing that constantly seems to be the only thing they talk about on Fox Sports, and sometimes First Take. But, Shannon Sharpe today got pictures posted, tweets, videos. Did MJ ever beat 4 Hall of Fame players on a team? Ever since LeBron recently over the holidays decided to say that he's the greatest of all time because he beat Golden State in 15-16, this debate has more steroids injected to it. It's crazy. But I asked some people, hey, I asked you, Jeek Nation. I asked some other Facebook groups out there, do you want me to make a response video to this? And I got a yes, so we're doing it. So, did MJ ever beat 4 Hall of Fame players on a team? Now, in this constant GOAT debate that rages online of the MJ versus LeBron, one point constantly that's thrown around is this exact one, that Jordan never beat a team with 4 Hall of Famers on it because of what LeBron has faced against the Golden State Warriors. And that would be a daunting task indeed. Both players have faced some amazing competition during their careers. Pistons, Spurs, Suns, Blazers, Lakers, Warriors. Those are good teams. Now, this whole entire argument is stupid in my personal opinion because LeBron hasn't done it either. And unless they continue to weaken and widen these requirements of who is an actual Hall of Fame player, then it's probably not going to happen. But here we go. That is the big question. What actually makes a player Hall of Fame? Now, some sports commentators and analysts have said that these Warriors are made up of 4 Hall of Fame players. Guys like Nick Trash Wright and others. And I vehemently disagree. But let's play devil's advocate here. And let's say they're right. Let's say Shannon Sharpe today is right. Steph, Katie, Clay, Draymond Green, all guaranteed Hall of Fame players. Okay? So, if that's true, we're taking that statement as true. If you meet or exceed the accomplishments and performances of players, of any of those 4 players, during your career, you're a Hall of Famer, baby. You've made it. You get your gold jacket. You're a Hall of Fame player. Now, this clip here from the 2016-2017 NBA Finals coverage, we have Shannon Sharpe. And I'll preface my comments. I love Shannon Sharpe. I'm a Sharpe. As a family, as Sharpe, okay? Love Shannon. Before he did the show, loved him at Savannah State. He's the only Denver Bronco jersey I'd ever own, okay? And Sterling Sharpe is the only Green Bay Packer jersey I'll ever own for this Lions fan. I love Shannon Sharpe, okay? Not a distant Shannon. And I can go into something else as far as his position on the show, because it's the show. But this clip on this side, when I edit it, Shannon is making the statement here on these 4 players, all big Hall of Fame.
I still believe the Warriors have more talented players than anybody Jordan's ever faced. He's playing these 4 guys, they're going to the Hall of Fame.
So, by what we've heard, by this standard, as of 2016-2017 season, that is what a Hall of Fame player is. So any player, again, any player with comparable stats and achievements to Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant is a Hall of Fame player. Now, let's take Steph and KD pretty much out, okay? Those guys have won MVPs, scoring titles. They're going to be in the Hall. Multiple All-Star Game appearances, All-NBAs. Those guys, they've stamped their mark. They've won the MVP. They've got titles. They're going in. That is not disputed. What is disputed, and what should be disputed in these arguments, is the Clay and Dre. So, let's look at Draymond Green from basketballreference.com. Now, you see here, Draymond Green, it's impressive. And I love Dre. I'm a Michigander. He's a Michigander. I rep my Michigan dudes. I love Dre. I would take him on my Pistons in a heartbeat. Don't get it twisted. 3-time All-Star. Defensive Player of the Year. Steals champ. And more. That's impressive. But that is all as of right now. We're talking about a standard set by Shannon Sharpe here. 2016-2017. So we'll give it to the end of the season, because this was happening in the finals when he made that statement. So we take away an all-star appearance here for Draymond and a defensive team appearance for Draymond. Now, let's look at Clay. Now, hey, 4-time All-Star, one more than Draymond, couple All-NBAs, and an All-Rookie. But again, that's now, not in 16-17. So away goes an All-Star Game appearance. So we're talking about a standard set here. I'm calling it the Clay-Dre standard. To meet the Clay-Dre standard, which makes you a Hall of Famer now, you need to have 2 or 3 All-Star Game appearances and a couple accolades. And you're in. So, let's take that standard that we've established, set by the Talking Heads, set by the Nick Wrights, the Shannon Sharpes, and all others who make this statement. Let's look at some of the stacked teams that MJ played against and place them against the Clay-Dre standard. Now, the 86 Celtics will not be broken down on this video because Mike did not beat them. He did face them. He did not beat them. Those 5 Hall of Famers on that team did win. So first, let's look at the Seattle Supersonics, the team the 72-10 Bulls team faced and defeated in 1996. The Sonics boasted a better roster than most people want to give them credit for. Okay, first of all, we're going to take out the Hall of Famer. Gary Payton, Hall of Fame, done. There's one. Now, let's take a look at Shawn Kemp, the Rain Man. Well, looking at Shawn Kemp here, he meets the Clay-Dre standard. 6 All-Star appearances, 3-time All-NBA, nearly 15 points and 8 boards a game. I'd say he meets it. Who else do we have? Detlef Schrempf, 3-time All-Star, All-NBA, 2-time Sixth Man of the Year. He meets the Clay-Dre standard. That's 2. Well, actually 2 more. That's a total of 3. But I look at the rest of the roster here, and alas, Hersey Hawkins, 1 All-Star Game appearance. So he falls short. So Seattle, as a team, only has 3 Hall of Famers according to the Clay-Dre standard. All right, let's move on. Now, someone in the Facebook group, Talk Sports 24/7, shout y'all out, great group, mentioned the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, Portland is another team that's entirely slept on in history, and that's mostly because they ain't win. But more often than not, they had the most talented roster when they took the court. So let's look at this squad. Now, again, Hall of Famer, Clyde the Glide Drexler, boom, that's 1. But let's take a look at his teammates here. All right, we got Buck Williams. A lot of y'all young cats don't know about Buck Williams. And we got, who else is on this team? Look, we got Cliff Robinson on this team picture here. We got Kevin Duckworth, Terry Porter, and Danny Ainge. That is, plus Clyde, 5 All-Stars on that squad. And Cliff Robinson was going to be an All-Star soon after that. Now, despite how good this team was, looks like only Buck Williams meets the Clay Dre standard. 3-time All-Star, All-NBA, 4-time Defensive Team, Rookie of the Year, and of course, All-Rookie Team. Great stats, great numbers. That's a Hall of Famer. That's a Hall of Famer outside the Clay Dre standard. Now, you could argue Kevin Duckworth, but he only has 1 accolade outside his All-Stars, and so I think he fails to meet the Clay Dre standard. So far, it's not looking so good for Mike. But let's keep going. Let's look at the Phoenix Suns. Now, this team is very, very similar to Portland. A ton of talent spread out on this roster. And, if you see the team picture, Danny Ainge makes another freaking appearance. Now, again, Sir Charles Given, Hall of Famer. Boom, there's one. So let's take a look at the rest of the team. We got KJ, Kevin Johnson. That's a 3-time All-Star right there. It's a 5-time All-NBA player and 1 Most Improved player. That meets the Clay Dre standard, baby. That's 2 Hall of Famers in that team. Who's next? Dan Marley. Got another Michigan guy. Gonna rep him, big up him. Thunder Dan's got 3 All-Star appearances. 2-time All-NBA defensive team. That meets the standard. Okay, so that's 3 Hall of Fame players there. Is there anybody left? Oh, yeah. We have Tom Chambers. 4-time All-Star. 2-time All-NBA. All-Star Game MVP. Oh, yeah. And the man scored over 20,000 points. This man should be in the Hall of Fame, way beyond the Clay Dre standard. He exceeds the Clay Dre standard. So that's 4, y'all. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the standard set by those pushing this narrative. It's not my standard. I'm a dude from Detroit who loves the Pistons. I didn't want Mike to get any accolades. I rooted against Mike when he played against Phoenix. I rooted against Mike when he played against Portland. I didn't want Mike to win. I wanted my Pistons to win. I have some theories on what could have, should have happened had expansion not happened, had Jeek not gotten hurt. That's another video for another time. But this standard is being pushed by Shannon Sharpe, Nick Wright, Dante Jones. I don't even want to list the other idiots who push this ridiculous theory that come on different shows or have their own shows on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. This is that narrative. I didn't make it up. This is what y'all say is a Hall of Famer. Y'all say Clay and Dre is a Hall of Famer, then virtually everybody is a Hall of Famer. That's 4. 1 team, Mike beat him. Case closed. So for those of you watching that think this is silly, no one would ever say Dan Marley's a Hall of Famer. Hey, again, I didn't make up this narrative. I'm not pushing it. I'm just debating it and refuting it. Take that as you will. I want to thank everyone watching this. Thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate it. We, Jeek Nation, appreciate it. Please give the video a like, comment, interact, share it. Give us a like on Facebook at Jeek Nation. Give us a follow even on Twitter at Jeek Nation. And if you like to chat sports, join our Facebook community. You can search Jeek Nation Community and find it. And if you want to have another group to join in and talk sports about, Talk Sports 24/7. Another great one to be in. And until next time, peace. Yo. Whoa, wait. We aren't done with this MJ Hall of Fame thing? There's a part 2?